Well, it's no secret, families' budgets are tight, especially at the grocery store. Sometimes picking up items and seeing the price of that item has you wanting to put it back. I'm Noah Certion, and coming up on Middle Tennessee News, you'll hear from one state representative about his bill that hopes to lower the cost of fresh fruits and vegetables. And for this third No Kings protest, event organizers tell me they want to do things differently. If you look behind me, you can see that they have different tables, all talking about different issues in Rutherford County. Event organizers tell me that they hope that this brings more spotlight to the issues happening here locally. Certainly was a frightening wake-up call for people in the Ewing Place neighborhood. Shattered glass and busted windows. It's what's left of this car right here in Ewing Place. I'm Noah Certion, and coming up on This is Arlington, you'll hear from frustrated residents. Well, we know there are a lot of distractions on your phone, but really one of the big concerns mental health experts have is the amount of time students spend scrolling on this. Ask any parent who shapes a child's education, and most might point to teachers, but behind every lesson, every textbook, even every iPad, there's a group of people that you might not even see often. But when most people think of who runs schools, they think of the administrators and principals as making the most impact. But there's some individuals on a higher level shaping education for students all around our district. Hello, and thank you for joining me for this special edition of This is Arlington. I'm Noah Certion. Well, funds for a new jail in DeKalb County got approved. The commission approved the money in a Monday night meeting. It was a 10-4 vote, and the county commission accepted a $35 million 12-year capital outlay note. All right, well, that sounds like some good fun there. Well, let's take a break from the news now and get a first look at your forecast. We're finally warming up after a chilly start to the week, but with those warm temps, could some rain showers be in the mix with it? Taylor McGraw joins us in the MTN Weather Center with the latest. Hey there, Taylor. Well, big upgrades for AHS Tiger Life with an all-new live streaming media trailer. Students hope you can experience live events at Arlington like never before with this new trailer. Now, this trailer will allow for increased mobility from within the campus to away events. Well, a new life-saving initiative is sweeping across Murfreesboro to get automated external defibrillators registered. Murfreesboro Emergency Communications have partnered their emergency call software with the city's new Pulse Point and registry. I know, Dr. Clark, you know, while we're in the break, I know you got a little teary-eyed, a little emotional at that part when Brandon surprised you. I guess you've had Brandon with you in the district since second grade. How has that been having your own son here with you all the time in the district? Well, right, and for Brandon, for you, you've had your mom at Arlington Middle. You were actually at Arlington Middle when she was your principal, and now this year, your senior year, she's your superintendent and you're still in school. Yeah. I guess, does that put any sort of pressure or anything on you having her at the district in these high-level capacities? Well, coming up on Middle Tennessee News, a look at bills entering the House floor and how they could impact you. Well, staying in Rutherford County now, a juvenile is charged after authorities found a concealed firearm on a high school campus. And I know a big topic for a lot of people, especially in the Tennessee legislature, for years has been that fourth grade reading retention law, holding third graders back who aren't proficient on certain reading levels. I know you were talking about how passionate you were about that. How has that reading retention law, has that had any impact on how you all's outreach has been with your Book It for Life Club?
Well, Noah, what are your Valentine's Day plans? Because you did just say that you're not that unlucky person.
You know what? You didn't have to clock my tea like that. I was just trying to clarify in that script that I wasn't talking about myself. I was talking about that video, but I'm not doing anything for Valentine's Day. My phone really... Okay now. All right, my phone is still drier than a Popeye's biscuit. But you know, since you're trying to clock my tea, Casey, what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
We're not going to talk about it. Might be in the same situation.
See, when they go low, I go lower. Cause why are you trying to come for me?
I mean, I gotta throw the shade somewhere else because it shouldn't be on me.
Sure.
Middle Tennessee, we have over a dozen parks, so go explore.
Definitely, and the weather is going to be nice. They said the 80s later this week, so definitely a good time to go out. Well, thank you so much. Well, we are learning new updates tonight about Middle Tennessee State University professor Ashley McKenzie's death. New reports show that she was killed in an act of self-defense.
I'd like to call to order the special called meeting of the Rutherford County Library System Board.
It was a packed room inside of the Rutherford County Courthouse Monday night as the library board discussed firing Executive Director Luann James. This after James refused to relocate over 100 books to the adult section for containing LGBTQ themes, explicit content, and diversity. The gallery was filled with a sea of purple supporting the director.
Director James understood that once you start removing books to avoid discomfort, you are no longer running a library. You are curating a narrative.
But others, dressed in white, think James should be removed.
The evil that we're striving to protect our children from appears to be present not only in books in our public libraries, but also in the people who manage them. Someone like Miss James.
James sat nearly motionless during the entire meeting, only mincing a few words before the vote came down.
I stand by my decision. I will not change my mind.
And shortly after, in an 8-3 vote, the board decided to fire Dr. James. And once the vote came out, the crowd erupted in boos and chants in support of Dr. James.
The First Amendment has just been steamrolled by this board, and they have no qualms about it. They said yes, and they're stretching as though they couldn't care less.
But one man who supports James's firing says the books in question aren't suitable for children.
To have a 6-year-old come across a book that starts showing full nudity, that starts showing the fact that a boy can be a girl, or the idea that a boy can be a girl and a girl can be a boy, at 6 years old, I don't think that's appropriate.
And right now, there is no word on a new library director. The board will come together and put up possible candidates for a new library director in the near future. But for now, reporting from the Rutherford County Courthouse, Noah Certion, Middle Tennessee News.
Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like!
Signs and chants could be seen and heard near downtown Murfreesboro Saturday. Hundreds of protesters gathered for almost 2 blocks along Broad Street, making their voices heard.
We're all concerned about the safety of America. We don't like to see brown people and black people being mistreated with racism.
We're here to speak up against the people that they think we're not going to speak up because we're scared. We're not scared.
I don't see the peace in this country anymore.
People from all walks of life came together to call out President Donald Trump. But this protest was special for one girl.
I just knew from when he was president last time, things were really bad, and now that I'm older, I realize that a lot of my rights are being taken away, and I don't want to let that happen.
One veteran I spoke with says that he protested during the Vietnam War and for other causes. Now he's not pleased with the current state of America.
It's just totally un-American. It's still what my father fought in World War II over, and not what I fought in Vietnam over.
Even those driving by stood in solidarity with the protest. MTSU history professor and executive director of Indivisible Murfreesboro, Susan Myers-Shrink, says that she hopes this protest shows how many people are currently being affected by the government.
I think it really helps people to see that there are others who have these same concerns and they're united around defending democracy, defending the Constitution.
But not everyone was in support of rallies across the nation, even catching the eyes of one Tennessee lawmaker.
Could you imagine the Democrat Party calling about no kings when they literally elected their candidate for president, Kamala Harris, with no election?
And while protesters here today are getting support from those out here in the streets, they want to make their message clear today that they are a united front.
We're not fighting against each other. We're fighting for something very important. We're fighting for this country, the country that we love.
This rally marks the second No Kings protest this year, and supporters hope people know that they're here to stay.
They're trying to silence us, and we cannot be silenced. The movement is here.
Reporting in downtown Murfreesboro, Noah Certion, Middle Tennessee News. Well, it seems these days people are spending lots of money at grocery stores, and with receipts this long and not a lot of items to show for it, one Tennessee lawmaker is hoping to cut down on the price of fresh fruits and vegetables.
Hola. Buenas tardes.
It's the end of a work week for shoppers inside of Delicias Markets in Murfreesboro. Candida Pina is picking out groceries for her family of 4, and she can't help but notice how much her bill has gone up, especially over the past few years.
It's always over like $200. It's been going up gradually along, little by little.
Now one Tennessee state representative wants to help. House Bill 2086, proposed by Rutherford County Representative Mike Sparks, would exempt fresh fruits and vegetables from the state grocery tax. Sparks says it's a win for everyone.
This right here puts savings in the hands of Tennesseans. Rich, poor, young, old.
Right now, the tax on fruits and vegetables is 4%. Sparks says the bill could save Tennesseans $96 million a year. But this bill does more than just saving dollars at the checkout line.
People don't realize that Tennessee is one of the most obese states in the nation. So this piece of legislation really is an incentive to make better choices, better health outcomes.
And as Tennesseans continue to pay for groceries while dealing with an increased cost of living, shoppers say this legislation is a welcomed sight.
Yeah, tax incentives kind of is helpful, and just lowering prices on stuff if they want people to be healthier.
Aquí tiene.
In Rutherford County, Noah Certion, Middle Tennessee News. Many people were gearing up to gain an extra hour of sleep from daylight saving time. Thieves were able to gain their way into multiple cars in Arlington. Sheriff's deputies say that they received nearly 30 reports of car break-ins in the town. Just around 4 a.m., deputies say that 33-year-old Mardrakus Sugars and a 15-year-old broke into a silver Chevy Malibu off of Dallas Ridge Drive in the Ewing Place subdivision. When the owner came to her car, she was met with shattered glass and broken windows. Now she's without her iPad for college and out of hundreds of dollars. It's a similar story for senior Juliana Palazola. She was staying at a friend's house in a different neighborhood when she too noticed her money was stolen, causing a big inconvenience for her.
It sucked. It was very unfortunate because I worked really hard for that money.
Back here in the Ewing Place subdivision, sheriff's deputies say that another car was broken into near Oilfield Lane and Aubrey Ranch. This man, who did not want to be seen on camera for his safety, was awake when the thieves broke into his car. While his window was smashed, he's thankful things weren't worse.
I was very angry because I was like, man, I'm going to have to spend $300 on this. I'm going to have to figure out how to deal with all this. And then I realized, wait a minute, I'm okay. It was just a window.
And security cameras like these are supposed to keep a watchful eye to the sky as these vehicle break-ins happened under the cover of darkness. However, residents are telling me that understandably their sense of security is now shattered.
I felt my safest at my own house, but now I don't think I feel as safe as I usually did before.
As the sound of leaves rustling across the street ushers in a new season and noise to this once quiet neighborhood, residents hope that now the consequences the suspects are facing will help usher in a change of heart.
Follow what's right, follow what's right in your heart, and just do what's the right thing.
Reporting in Arlington, Noah Certion, this is Arlington.